Hey guys, what is up with you here? It is TSM, and I've been thinking about something for a long time, and that is all these Star Wars theories floating around. I've probably unhealthfully watched a lot of Star Wars theories about Episode 8 and Rogue One and all of this stuff about who Snoke could be, who Rey could be, and I just watched a video that was released about 4 hours ago on a channel called the Stupendous Wave. Now there are a lot of great channels out there like Mike Zero, and just a lot of great channels out there about Star Wars. But I think the Stupendous Wave guy really just hit the nail on the head on who Snoke is. Now, this could be me being biased, and I'm going to tell you why. The whole thing about Snoke, to me personally, when I first saw the film, my first reaction was, oh, he's a new guy. So I understand how I could be biased in this matter. But first of all, let me just get to this. First of all, let's just get rid of the Clone Wars theories, because I'm not talking about the Attack of the Clones, meaning Episode 2. I'm talking about the Clone Wars on Disney XD. I do not care if Disney owns that thing, but the Clone Wars are a bunch of wars that are happening between Episodes 2 and 3, and between Episodes 2 and 4. There is no such thing as the Clone Wars. Everybody who says Ezra this and all these people from the Clone Wars, get your 12-year-old heads out of that channel, because Disney does not care what they're... I'm sure that the Disney who's making these movies are not the same little part of the company that's doing those things. I think George Lucas is allowing them to do it, but George Lucas and the other guys could care less about those things. So let me just get that out of the way now. That is just... Why would you take a little kids animated series that was supposed to be for fun and just all of a sudden turn it canon, as the nerds call it? Now, here's another thing I want to mention. When you mention the word canon, don't give me all these books, and because somebody made an interesting comment on the video I just watched that was so good, because it was like about all these books, and I'm like, why on earth would we have to read all these books to find out who these guys are? Star Wars has never been about, I'm going to release a book and all this, because in order to see a movie, they want to build it up. You're not going to sit there and see all these books become canon, and all of a sudden you see this. So I understand that. Now, this is in reference to Snoke, the Supreme Leader Snoke. First of all, the dude is not 100 feet tall. In the end of The Force Awakens, he clearly goes away from his hologram when the place is being destroyed. There's no 100-foot tall guy. Why would Disney even do that? Another thing, Snoke and Kylo Ren, all these people, Disney's getting a lot of heat, and here's what I have to say about that. I'm going to make another video about this on why. Stop the ranting about how Disney ruined it. They're setting us up for something great, and I think the Stupendous Wave just completely made sure of that. Now, let's get into it. Snoke is an ancient person in Star Wars. Now, if you'll remember, in Episodes 1 through 3, Emperor Palpatine, or, Chancellor Palpatine, aka Emperor Sidious, ended up going off randomly, just going places, trying to find out different stuff, and nobody ever knew. So we're getting all these things about Darth Plagueis. The Darth Plagueis theory is so... I was one to believe it at first. But after thinking about it, maybe Darth Plagueis is... Do you think Darth Plagueis is good? The dude in the Stupendous Wave guy said the Snoke could be an ancient person. Let me explain on what he said. And I believe it too, because, like I said, I may be biased, but I'm just saying. When you look at this Star Wars movie, how scarred he is, and how ancient they made him look, there is no Darth Plagueis, because Palpatine said he's killed, and I understand about the stuff that's the theories going around about Darth Plagueis, but maybe something more powerful is out there. Maybe... And I'm going to link this together with Luke Skywalker. I'm not going to get into why Octu is Octu. Maybe the reason Luke Skywalker is finding the first Jedi Temple is because Snoke is that powerful, because he's so ancient. What if Snoke this whole time is like the ultimate dark side person? And I'm not going to say the Sith has been reborn, because I'm tired of the reborn stuff, okay? The reborn stuff is so stupid. Why would you take all these characters from books and just make them be reborn, or Anakin reborn, or this person that Disney is stupid, but they're not. I'm not going to bring them to the level of a 4-year-old. Any 4-year-old could think of, well, let's just resurrect Anakin or Palpatine. No, that's stupid. The people are dead. Get over it. We don't want to see them again. Disney is doing a fine job of that, of not rebirthing people. That's so stupid. But Snoke, what if he's so powerful? What if the only way Luke Skywalker knows how to defeat him is by going to the first Jedi, by going to the history of the Jedi? Maybe that's why he's so obsessed. Can you imagine? I believe in Episode 8. We're going to get a few more hints, but I think there's going to be even more uproar of why Disney didn't do this. Episode 9, everything's going to tie together, and Disney is pretty good at telling stories, okay? There's not going to be any, they're ruining the series, because that's just stupid. What, you guys are watching the videos wondering about it, so it's obviously not that stupid. They have your attention. Episode 7, 8, 9, I think 8 will tie a lot of stuff together, but I do think that Snoke is turning out to be, like the Stupendous Wave said, an extremely powerful person. That's why Luke Skywalker went to the first Jedi Temple. Luke Skywalker, let's say after he killed Darth Vader died, after everything was going down, after Han Solo went on his way, can you imagine if Luke Skywalker ended up sensing something that Disney wanted to bring up? What if 7, 8, and 9 is all these things tied together, and Snoke, this one person says Snoke being an ancient entity is just so stupid. How is that stupid? You think Darth Plagueis, because you guys are the same ones that get mad about the rebirthing crap, why would Darth Plagueis be cooler if he's dead? We're just going to bring him back. That would be so uncreative. George Lucas has already gotten rid of him. Don't give me books. I'm not reading the books. I'm looking at the movies. Now, what the Stupendous Wave said, baby, based on the books, granted. But the canon crap has got to stop. Snoke, I believe Stupendous Wave hit it on the head. Snoke is an ancient dude from, maybe that's why it's called the First Order. I'm not sure, I haven't looked into that too much, but I know somehow Luke Skywalker, the reason he's become so obsessed is because he knows something terrible is coming. That something terrible is Snoke. Now, why would he use Kylo Ren? Because Kylo Ren is a Skywalker, dudes. Snoke knows that if all the Skywalkers are against him, the dude's dead. I'm guessing that in Episode 8 we're going to see him maybe in his natural form and not some hologram. But I guarantee you, buddy, Episode 9, whoa, that's gearing up for one of the coolest episodes. That's gearing up. Can you imagine the duels? Because they said Episode 8 is going to be dark. That means, and I'm telling you this, Episode 8 is going to have a whole bunch of flashbacks and a whole bunch of stories and it's going to get depressing for a little bit until they start piecing stuff together. Episode 9 is going to be awesome because I think Snoke is going to be tied to what the Stupendous Wave said. This isn't based on books, and I think Jakku is an interesting place too. I'm not too big on that theory from him. But Snoke, it ties together why Luke Skywalker, I'm surprised, as cool as he is and as much research as the Stupendous Wave does, it's so cool to think about Luke Skywalker going to the first Jedi Temple is piecing together the Snoke theory that Stupendous Wave just brought up. It's incredible. Now, will I go as far as Abeloth, like the supposed woman in the books who could control everything and this, that, and the other? She was like, if she was that powerful in the movies, there would be no point in the movie. It'd be like Superman versus Batman versus Superman, and somehow, some way, the DC people are going to find a way to get Batman to almost kill him. Are you kidding me? What is the point of Disney? I cannot see Disney just bring back an Abeloth character because, first of all, I'm gonna bring up the term sexist because can you imagine if Abeloth they're gonna make him a man now? Then that would be wrong. Like Disney, J.J. Abrams was the first one to say we're helping a lot of women come into this, and so that's why he brought Rey in. That's what Rey is for. That's why this is not a guy, because that's the thing of it. There's no Abeloth. Abeloth is cool and all. Great character, but that would be stupid in the movie. There'd be no point on the movie. Now, It gets to a bigger picture. I've almost been going on for 10 minutes, but it gets to a bigger picture of this whole thing. There will be no 10, 11, and 12. I'm going to tell you why. Now, Star Wars is nearing its conclusion. Being the fact that Snoke, because this is the new trilogy, there is no 10, 11, and 12. That's dragging out that's just Star Trek. Star Trek would be getting all these extra long-term movies in there. Or like The Land Before Time, dare I say that. In Episode 9, there will be ultimate peace. Because Disney, the only way Disney could have pulled this off with the Snoke thing, and don't say Disney's making it up as they go, that's stupid. They made a trilogy, my friends. They know what each one is going to be called, I'm very sure. Episode 9 is going to officially end it all, and there'll be little teasers here and there, but there's nothing going to happen after that. Because now Disney has gotten them their money. The reason they bought out Star Wars is so they could make this thing and give themselves so much more money. I understand the business aspect. Episode 9 is going to be the end of it all. You're not going to get into a 10, 11, and 12. That's why I believe in the Snoke theory so much, because not only is Luke Skywalker in the movie part of it, but in the real life version between me and you guys, Disney brought in Snoke, this new character according to the movies, because he's going to be the original dude. Luke is finally, I think I have another theory about Luke on what's going to happen to him, but I do think that Luke has gone and set us up for Rey, Finn, and all these other new characters to finish off what everybody started and they're officially bounced to the Force. That's it. I'm going to make another video about the Bacta tank and everything else, but I think that's all for now. I enjoyed Stupendous Wave's video. I'm going to tweet him out with a link to this video. Hopefully he watches a little bit of it, but it's the most impressive thing I've seen so far. There's been a lot of cool theories and all about Darth Plagueis and all, but eventually you cannot rebirth characters just one after another. You have to start new because that's what Disney needs to do. They're not stupid. They don't bring up Disney did this so they're going to ruin Star. They did not ruin Star Wars. Episode 7, it was just a little teaser for 8 and 9. Trust me. There will be no... They broke records for crying out loud because they teased it so badly. I think 8 and 9 will be great. And Snoke is the Supreme Leader. That's a nice name for him. Snoke theory solved. Thank you, Stupendous Wave. Thank you for those of you that listened to me for 13 minutes. I'm gone. And TS, I'm out more gaming and singing. I promise you the singing is coming soon again. Thank you so much. Bye.